Come on in, because we have quite the topic today. So we're going to be following up on what we were talking about yesterday, because yesterday's topic, there's so much. There's so much that we need to follow up on. And I was doing my morning workout. And after my morning workout, I just decided, you know what? Now is the time. Now is the time. So let's get into this whole entire video. I'm waiting for the link to populate so that I can get the link out to the text notification squad. Welcome in. Oh, there goes the link right there. All right, get ready to come in, everybody. A, 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 A. All right, I got that link. Let me post it in, post it in, post it in. Oh, come on in, everybody. You see the title of the video. Don't make me say it out loud. Don't make me say it. Nah, I'll say it. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Oh, let me just capitalize this F. Follow up next. Send now. All right. People talking about how great me look. Hey. Hey. All right, come on in. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Listen. Today is not a video. Our next video is going to be the show that we're going to do. But I wanted to come out real quick and just have this conversation. But I'm waiting for the text to go out to the text notification squad. Welcome in. Oh, I'm getting all these compliments. I want you all to take a few moments, right? Take a few moments to just there we go. All right, perfect. Here we go. Title of today's video, and YouTube is going to suppress the video because there's profanity in it. The thumbnail. Oh, let me get the thumbnail up for you all. Oh, so that you can see what Mama had in mind for the video, because this video is a hot mess, like many of the people who are out there talking junk and smack here. The thumbnail is updated. The thumbnail is updated, right? So go ahead and refresh and take a look at the thumbnail and tell me what it is that you think of that. I am going to get my video pre-monetized, well, pre-demonetized, so that I could go ahead and fight that and then get it monetized, because give me just 1 second, you all. You know, we do the maintenance in the beginning of the video so that we can get, all right, into the whole entire video. Here we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. All right, so come on, let's get live on these other platforms. A your mattress vagina is real. Listen. That's it. Hold on, let's get live before we start talking. Come on. Hey. You know what? Because you know what? Hold on. No, forget it. We're just gonna go straight live on this other platform. We are live on LinkedIn. You're ready, LinkedIn. We are live on Twitter. We are live on Facebook. And I feel like there's one more. No, that's it. LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. All right, there we go. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Oh, and we're starting to have some connectivity issues. Hey. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Hey. Welcome. All right. I am your host, Tanya TKO. And today we're talking about something that needs to be spoken about. I just want to get right into the nitty-gritty of the video. I don't really want to delay. I want to let you all know exactly what this video is about, because there was a conversation that I had on Facebook, right? Thank you. And in this conversation that I was a part of, I just got tired of having the conversation, to be quite frank. I got tired of having the conversation. And so I decided to just go ahead and make this video, because something dawned on me. I'm going to show you a comment that I was dealing with on Facebook. And this is a whole different browser. So let me see if I can get this. Up here. No, it's going to be this screen. I'm still kind of getting used to things from, there we go. I'm still kind of getting used to being back inside the studio, but we are going to be doing a live bona fide show. Don't worry. Don't worry. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So there's this person by the name of Sabrina, right? And I was in a conversation with this Sabrina, right? Let's get this larger so that you all can see the. No, that's not it. That is this it? No, that's not it. This is it right there. Sorry, y'all. All right. Let's get large so that you all can see, because this is a conversation that I felt it got a little ridiculous to me, right? Here. So let's talk about this right here. All right. So she comes out and she's like, blah, blah, blah. I wish I would let some of y'all tell me I have no values if I chose to stay and sleep on the air mattress. Fake ass Dr. Phil. Nobody cares. Y'all be dragging it. You never know when your ass might need to sleep on one. Nobody life is perfect, blah, blah. Somebody got to start somewhere fun and this is that and the other, blah, 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 blah. What's going on? And I decided, I said, and I responded back to her. The conversation is on Facebook. It's on the video that I did yesterday. Remember this video that I did yesterday? For those of you who don't know what we're talking about a video that I did that started as a post, right? This was the original post right here, where, let me get this back small. All right. This was the original post that I did where we talked about this whole air mattress situation. And then go watch yesterday's video. There were a bunch of women who were like, not only would they sleep on the air mattress, but they would buy him a new mattress. They'd buy him a dresser. They'd buy him a bedroom set. They'd build with him and all this other stuff, right? And I feel it's important for us to have this conversation because there were a lot of women. You pause it, go back to yesterday's video. We went one by one through it, right? All right. So we got into this conversation, and I had to just speak my mind because I had an epiphany while I was talking to her. And this is the epiphany. I got to get my screen off in the background because here, I got to give me 1 second, y'all, because the screen that's up is showing the back end of my account and I needed to show oh my Lord. I needed to show the thing that I want to show you, the clip. This is bonkers. It's like, come on, stop the foolishness. Come on. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. All right. So this is the epiphany that I had as I was responding back to her, right? I realized, this is what I realized. Hold on, let me see if I can get this to move. Nope, because everything is locked in place. Let me see if I can unlock everything and then move this for you all. This is not it. This is it right there. So I wrote back to her and basically oh, you know what? Let me play the video for you all first. Let me play the video for you all first that prompted this response, right? This is the video because it started out and she had the nerve. She had the nerve to play a video from a man who says he's a millionaire and sleeps on an air mattress, right? Somebody posted a picture. So hold on, let me see if I can find let me find the video real quick because it was right up on the God, damn it. You know how Facebook is. Facebook refreshes and then the next thing you know, everything is out of order again. So let me do newest comments. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm still trying to get the hang of the equipment and all that other stuff, and I'm just trying to view more comments. I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things. I'm doing these little mini type videos before we get into the show that we're going to do because the next show is sponsored. So I'm going to need to announce the sponsor and all of that. So I want to make sure that I got all my stuff down pat. All right. So here. This is the video that she posted, right? Let's see if we could get
a max deal, 5 years, 170.
What?
What did that mean to you? I mean,
hold on. What? Is the sound good for you all? Cause I packed up my headphones and I need to plug them in. Hold on, let me just do that real quick. Let me just plug up my headphones real quick so that I remember when somebody came onto my live show to try to insult me, talking about I have $5 headphones and blah, blah, blah. It just shows you the state of mind that people are in because they don't understand quality. They don't understand quality. And I'm a broadcaster, baby. Stuff over here is legitimate. This is why my sound sounds so good. Oh, I have professionals help me set my stuff up. All right, so here, let's get the sound inside here. And let's play this video for you all. So this person is supposedly a millionaire sleeping on an air mattress, and he's going to tell why he's on an air mattress, right? Let's go. Let's go.
you receive a max deal, 5 years, 170. What did that mean to you? I mean, besides being rich as fuck now.
I don't know. When I go home, I actually sleep on an air mattress to keep my mental, to know where I'm coming from. And I got a little brother that's watching me as well. And I don't want to see that, you know, we can get hungry. You can get whatever you want, but you don't take it because of why. And it's like, because there's certain things you have to learn and go through. And I'm trying to teach him and at the same time teach myself that money isn't everything. And, you know, if I didn't have any of it, I'd still be the same person I am today.
All right. So she posted this as some gotcha moment, right? So she posted that as some sort of gotcha moment. Everybody heard that, right? I don't have to play that again. Basically, what he's saying is he sleeps on an air mattress. You can see from the curl of his beard that he got some sort of Negroid DNA in him, and he's perpetuating this or continuing with this perpetual struggle. Sleeping on a damn air mattress, you a millionaire, you got that broke ass mindset, you want to keep the struggle at your fingertips and all of this. Dude looks young, which is fine, right? That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. And my response to her was, it was a little avant-garde. You know, your girl is a little vulgar, but so this was my response to Chickadee, right? Because I had an epiphany, right? This was my response. I said, leave it to a person with Negroid DNA to push discomfort. But is he asking a woman he values to sleep down there with him and be okay with it? If he met an Instagram model he wanted to impress, you think he's trying to force her to be okay with an air mattress? Listen, sis, you just aren't the one. You're the one he asks to bust it open on the air mattress. The one with the Coca-Cola bottle shape and nice face who he values, in parentheses, he is taking to nice hotels while you're bragging about scraping your knees at the smash pad. You heard me. Yes, I said it. I said it. And I'm going to be very frank with you all here today. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Share the video, like the video, comment, subscribe if you choose to. I don't care whether or not you comment. I care whether or not you comment. I don't care whether or not you subscribe because these platforms be unsubscribing you anyway. If you really want to subscribe, go to my text, join my text notification squad. The link is in the description. It's $1.99 a month. You get a text whenever I go live. You never miss another video. You'll be at work. You have your little break. You sneak out. You do whatever it is. You go to the bathroom. You do whatever it is. And you make your comment and you come back later because you get the link right in your text. That's how we doing it here. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. So nonetheless, I took some notes. Let's jump into it piece by piece by piece. Let's go into the very start of it, right? Let's face it, sis. You got air mattress pussy, right? The uncomfortable truth, that's number one on my list. I promise you. I promise you that's number one on my list. Number two, the uncomfortable truth of it is that you are not the one. You ain't the one. He doesn't value you. And his offer to you for the air mattress is your confirmation that what it is that he thinks of you, you also think of yourself. Because listen, I dislike the whole premise of the manosphere. I dislike the premise of the manosphere. But ladies, some of you need to listen to what it is that they're saying in the manosphere. You will learn that these fucking fairy tales that you were taught as a little girl are fucking lies. These knights in shining armor with the lance and coming to save you and save the day. It's not like that. The image that you have of men being these pristine protectors is not the truth and the fact of the disgusting manner that exists out there in re-fucking-ality. In re-fucking-ality, a man sees you and how you present. And he already, in his mind, knows or has an idea of whether or not you represent the type of woman that he feels a man like him deserves for where it is that he will be in the future. He is not dating for who it is that he is right now. He's dating for the who it is that he is in the future. He may be fucking for who it is that he is right now, right? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about this. And you meet him and he's like, listen, your parents invested a whole lot in you. You know, some of your parents did. Some of your parents didn't. Some of you got to invest in your damn self, right? But I'm going to tell you, your daddy's little girl, your mama's little princess that got all of those little wonderful things, the clarinet or the flute lessons, the violin and piano, the little ballet and tap with your little big bows on and your cute little skirts, and he don't give a fuck about none of that. He will see your daddy's daughter and think of you as a bust down bitch if he so chooses. And it is up to you, my dear, it is up to you to decide whether or not the idea that he has of you in his head matches your idea of yourself or not. And this is where self-love comes in, where you need to love yourself enough to set standards for yourself. But the very first standard that you set for yourself comes from within. So that when you are going out there and presenting, right, the way that you speak, the way that you walk, talk, dress, the shape of your body, the cleanliness of your teeth, the brights of your eyes, the way you style your hair, the types of clothes that you decide to wear, that you make sure that all of those things represent and speak to that which it is that you are choosing to present out there. I have no problems with people going out in their bonnets and their slippers and all of that, et cetera, et cetera. You have to choose, right? I'm not tapping nobody on their shoulder, as I said in my Monique video, because the type of woman walking around with her pajamas on and a bonnet, I'm not tapping you. You've already made your decisions, and I respect who it is that you are choosing to be, right? I respect it. And we have to make sure that the language that we are speaking with our presentation is the language that we are choosing to convey, that we are speaking the language that we want to be interpreted as out there. And the thing about it is that some people are off. Some people, in their mind, they see a certain thing and they think, oh, whole uniform, right? You all remember the joke, right? When I was in Japan, I saw girls who were dressed like pretty women, but they were not hoes. I come from a culture in which a certain short skirts and high boots and furs and stuff like that's part of the whole uniform, right? But when I was in Japan in the early 2000s, right, they had a different style that was going on over there. So yes, so am I saying that a person who sees you will interpret, listen, I have on yoga pants. I told you I was working out. I have on my yoga pants, right? And there are some places, right? There are some places that when I go out there in yoga pants, what they see is they see the front V. They see, whatever it is that they see the belly, what the extra fat or whatever it is, right? They see all of those things and they have created whatever it is that is in their mind that they think of who it is that you are based on how it is that you are presenting, right? And this is when you enter into conversation with different people, and different people will try you. They will, because their interpretation, they don't see daddy's little girl and all of that. They see a walking vagina who may be able to in, fit in a little time for his penis, right? Or they see a walking butthole or whatever it is that they see out there. They see what they see. And it's up to you when you come to the table that you let him know with your actions whether or not what it is that he sees is what's going on the inside of you and what it is that's happening with you, right? Let's continue forward, right? Number 3, you can be beautiful, right? You can be beautiful to yourself or another type of man. There may be many a men who may have thought that you were beautiful. That man right there is not one of them. There's something about you and his interpretation of you, right? There's something about your face him to like, or he thinks he can do better. There's something about your weight or your waist or your waist to waist hip, your waist to hip ratio. There's something about the way your belly sticks out, or your ass don't, or your fupa, or your arms swinging underneath, or the darkness of your skin, the lightness of their skin, the length of your hair, either too short or too long, or the broadness of your nose, the thickness of your lips, the negroidness of your features. You're either too negroid, maybe not negroid enough, which is not really too much of a problem in our community because it seems to come the other way around. Nonetheless, I'm just going to let us skirt past that, right? You can find yourself beautiful. There may have been many a men who would lay themselves down at your feet, but that particular man who has brought you to this place right here that we have shown inside of this, I'm going to show you. Let's see if I could get it up on the screen, right? If I could get this up on the screen, right, again. This right here. There is something about that man who has brought you back to this place right here. There's something about that man who does not think that you are the one. There's something about him that doesn't see something in you that you may see in yourself, that other men may see in you. He either doesn't think you're pretty or he doesn't like your body. He thinks you're too heavy, too fat. And you know what the thing about it is? These are conversations that he's having in his mind. He's already sized you up. He's looking at your back acne, your discolored skin, your split ends, your broken up fingernails, or whatever it is. Every man has an idea of the type of woman that he thinks the future him should be with. And he's hedging against that idea. And if you don't measure up to that, there will be a part of him on the inside that will just not really fully be able to connect to you. No matter how pretty you think you are, no matter how pretty other men think you may have been in the past, if you meet a man who brings you back to a place like that, just know that he doesn't think that you are the one. He either thinks that you are temporary, right? Or he's just really not in a place to be able to really fully, truly honor you. Even if you were wifey status, you disqualify yourself by being the type of woman who's okay for a bust down with bum dick. Bust down with bum dick. You make yourself seem less pretty. You make yourself seem less valuable. Remember, the woman who values herself to him seems to have more worth because you value yourself, right? Number 4, even a 14-year-old boy borrows money to be able to go out on a date with the girl that he likes and be able to impress her on that date. What is happening in this man's mind that he would show this to you? That he would show this to you and be like, she'll be all right with that. He don't even care. He'll show this to you and ask you to spend the night. What is it about how he even feels about himself that he doesn't care if his knobby knees are hitting against the floor on this mess, right? I just want you to take a look. What is it that he's communicating to you by asking you to spend the night here, right? I'm telling you, look, what do you think? What do you think he's communicating? Do you think he's communicating, oh, I value your vagina. I value our first time together. I want you to be comfortable. I want our first time to be comfortable, right? And I'm not saying you got to put him down. I'm not saying you got to curse him out or anything like that, right? You don't have to do any of that. But if he brings you back into a place like that, you don't have to say a word. He will know that he needs to try better from the look on your face. All you have to do is just grab your purse, right? Grab your purse, hold on to it tight, and just look around. Huddle yourself close. Make sure your purse is closed because we don't know what's crawling around on the ceiling, but hold it close and just say, it was so nice visiting. Thank you. I gotta go. Just grab your purse and walk out the door. Because when a man's idea of who you are does not match up with who you be, your actions. Remember, I told you in a video long ago, let your absence speak volumes. Grab your purse, put it on your shoulder, hold it tight, and walk out the door. Don't look back. I don't know where it is that he is in his life or where it is that he's going, but I know what it is that he needs to do if he's expecting a woman of some value to roll around with him. Listen, number 5. I'm going to ask you all this question and then I'm going to pull the comments up on the screen. Yes, thank you. Just like Viola Davis in that meme. Grab it and walk out the door. But listen, I'm going to ask you all a question. These women who are talking about, go to yesterday's video. We did a whole expose on it. I'll buy his furniture. Next morning, we go into the furniture shop. If there's one thing I know how to do is decorate a man's house, right? I'm going to get him a dresser set and something to hold up his TV. I'm going to buy him a bed. We're going to get a queen-size mattress. Then we're going to have a good night. I'm going to pop the trunk and get my spending the night nightgown. The question is, I'm sorry, Samantha, you sitting on the floor there? How long you staying there? You letting him entertain you there and you sitting down on the floor? Pretty princess, you're going to take your dress, your skirt, your knees, your shoes, all of that, and then sit down on his floor. You 22 years old? You all going to go play on the Xbox? Or you a grown-ass woman? Come on now. The question that I'm here to ask, which we're going to do right now, What do you think those women look like? That's the question. We're going to put how long on the clock? How long are we going to put on the clock? There's 90 seconds right there. Come on, answer the question. What do you think those women look like? Oh, you know what? I forgot to check the apples. We're going to check the apples. Hey. What do you think those women look like? There's a little bit of a delay between when I ask the question and when you get it. So I'm going to give you all a few moments to go ahead and answer. What do you think those women look like? What if he's a Buddhist and a minimalist mindset? If he was a Buddhist with I'm a minimalist. I live in a tiny home on wheels. But you saw my bed. You saw my bed. You did. Come on. Even so, there are other ways to respect your body. Even as the person who's a minimalist, that you don't have to live like that. Come on, I want you to describe how you think they look. How do you think they look? Physically, how do you think they look? They have no teeth? Come with it now. How do you think they look? Celie from The Color Purple. Celie was actually really pretty, but she wasn't made up. Not their preference. Look like prey. Very sexy and curvy. Let's put another minute on the clock for this one. 1.5 minutes. Go ahead. Unattractive, stress, sick, age from stress. They look like a problem. The starter package. Having a bed is the minimum. And you know what? Listen, even if you are minimalist and you're like, okay, well, I'm going to sleep on an ear mattress. They have high quality ear mattresses out there that you wouldn't even know it wasn't a bed. Dusty and dusty. Overweight, old clothes. Wanda from Living Color. Interesting, not cute, out of shape. I think just like IG models, people on Facebook playing games. Come on. They look stressed. Hit and quit woman. I mean, but I'm saying, what does that look like physically? What do you think that looked like, right? Felicia from Friday, dark-skinned black women with black male worship, bonnet wearers to the store, having a couch is the bare minimum. Wheel men, low class with boo-boos, $20 lace front wig. I mean, some of these women were talking about buying his furniture, so they had money. Overweight, poor hygiene, most likely not the preference aesthetic. Nasty, no self-esteem. Okay. I'm going to put this person in time out because they are playing games on my YouTube here. That frumpy, okay, desperate, thank you. All types of women, usually black though. I'm glad that comment came in before I took them off the screen. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to grab the apples in a second. Thank you. The truth of the matter is that many of you already know. The truth of the matter that nobody wants to say out loud, that you all don't want to say, and that many men who really would like for some goddess to swoop down and give him pity pussy. The truth of the matter is that the women who are sought after, the women who are preferred, listen, the women who are above average, right? The women who are above average have other offers that make those offers moot. He wouldn't even get the airspace to be able to be like, oh, look at my air mattress. He wouldn't have the airspace. Because those women are occupied. And in a man's mind, right? Now for you, and I know women. I know women. And I know that many of us spend many years celibate. They try to tell this story out here like you over there with roast beef vagina, slapping it around the faces of many men out there. But I know that there are many of you who waste far too many years of your youth on niggas who don't deserve it. I'm just talking about in sheer heartbreak alone, recovering, spending this time celibate. Oh, you don't want to date, and get your black ass back out there and go date. Because he ain't sitting up somewhere single, celibate, and letting his balls shrivel up. The moment that they get heavy and those two little champagne grapes poke out of his body, swinging down low, trying to beat against one another, the moment that those balls get full, he's looking for somewhere to drain it. And where does he drain it? The above average women out there have offers. And if you don't have offers, right? If you don't have offers, then it's time that you started switching some things up. Going out with a smile on your face, working out a little bit more, finding different tips and tricks to make your skin look all buff and clear and all of that. Find a hairstyle that works for you, clothing that complement your body, all of that. I know that these are some things that some women don't want to hear from other vloggers, because I remember when Chrissy talked about working out, people were like, how dare you, this, that, and the other. Listen, if you are getting offers that are coming in like this, then something is off with the way that you're presenting, where it is that you're hanging out, before whom you are presenting yourself, etc. I'm sorry, the just mere fact of the matter is that in a man's mind, you won't even have the ability to hear his offer if you are truly, 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 truly that sought after. He knows what it is that he needs to do for the types of women that he wants to get. He knows. He knows that he needs to get himself together. But so many of them out there want to feed you this dream about building together. When he hasn't, listen, he already knows that the type of woman who is really out there really building together is the type of woman that he may not really, 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 truly want, but that's the type of woman that he can get. That's the type of woman that he can afford at that time. And even if you were pretty before, messing around with him will bring you down a peg and a few notches, either on purpose, because he's purposely set out to be like, I'm going to get her on my level, or just from the mere stress of it. I'm going to show you something. I show this in videos every once in a while, but I'm going to show this now, right? This is from the Brookings Institute, right? This is from the Brookings Institute. It's an article that talks about the inheritance of poverty in the Black community is about Black men. You can go and you can read. You know what, as a matter of fact, I will post the link inside of the video so that everybody will be able to get the link. I just posted the link, right? And I'll show you some of the charts, right? Here we go. It's an interesting read. So basically, I'm going to show you some of the charts. Almost half of Black youth grow up in the bottom quintile. This is problematic because you all are acting like there are no repercussions for busting your vagina open on an air mattress, right? Our children are growing up in poverty. We are having bums babies. We're not making good decisions. We're going out there, and now our children are facing the repercussions of that, because while other people's children, while your landlord's child has violin lessons and they're going up to the Hamptons for the summer, while they're summering in Cape Cod, Your children are out there by a pissy fire hydrant. Oh, I'm not going to talk about the fire hydrant because those were the good old days. Those were the good old days. You know they were. You know they were. Those were the good. When someone opened up the fire hydrant, those were the good old days. But this is 2022, where we are in an information and innovative age, where the gap is getting wider and wider between the races, right? Your children are in summer school because they didn't do well, because they was in the hallway kissing during lunch period. They weren't paying attention. They were learning TikTok dances and renegading and all of that other stuff. Your kids are in summer school. They're vacationing up in the Hamptons, taking safaris in Madagascar, while your kids are eating from the free lunch program. And listen, I ain't saying there's anything wrong with that, because we all have history, right? And those are some fond memories for many of us. They created the character of who it is that we are today. But please, please, many of us participating in the summertime free lunch program and the fire hydrants, chasing down the ice cream truck and all those things, right? Because the opportunities were different back then. Crack had ravaged many of people's homes, and there was a lot going on in the 80s and the 90s. But now we are in 2022. And while their kids are skiing in Denver, while they got there now, they got their marijuana business out there making millions, while your dad is in jail from having too much marijuana, right? All I ask is that you make responsible reproductive decisions. That when a man invites you to a place with an 8-inch ear mattress on the floor and thinks that it's good enough for you to bust open your pussy down there on the floor, all I ask is that you consider, your oxytocin may produce up and you may begin to care for this man. You may, during one hard stroke too many, condom may bust open and you may now be pregnant. All I'm asking is that you make responsible reproductive decisions. I don't think that that is too much to ask, is it? If you are 45, you got a good job, your clock is ticking, and you want to find yourself a baby, you want to get a little brown-skinned, chubby little cherub for yourself, you don't want to die alone, you want to make sure that you at least have one child, and then somebody invites you over, and the pickings was slim wherever, or maybe you work too much, or I don't know. Or maybe you just want a dumb fuck who doesn't care about his semen, and you see that ear mattress and you hedge your bets and you got enough money to take care of a baby on your own and you know that you'll be all right. That's a different story. But if you were in a precarious situation already, you're working as a receptionist and things ain't even too right for you on your own, and you see this ear mattress, I want you to future project. And I want you to see your hot, sweaty little baby on your hip, walking around in the type of place that you can afford, with the neighbor's bed bugs crawling in under your door, with your little baby with icy stains all over their shirt and sticky mouth, and they got a cold because the heat ain't working right, or whatever the hell case may be. Because if you got an icy, then it may not be wintertime. Nose is running, clogged up with boogers, all crusted all around there, crying with a hoarse voice like, and you holding up this little pickney, trying to call his daddy on the phone. The pamper is all full and squishing against your arm. It's hot as fuck. You don't know where your life is. You want to cry, but you can't let the baby see you cry. You're tired of it all. I just want you to future project into where that ear mattress can lead. Is this man ready for a family? Is he ready to settle down? Is he ready for what comes with sex? Is he being responsible with his semen? Is he sexually responsible? Is he himself even logical? There are people who talk about when I lived in my car. I am a lifetime entrepreneur. I started my first business at 13. When I personally never knew how to make money unless it was a physical, tangible product. I didn't know how to make money from my videos. I didn't know how to make money from my online presence or my coaching. I wanted to help people, but I didn't know how to charge. When I ran into trouble and I ended up living in my car, I presented an offer to my fan base that I had been cultivating for 8 years up until that point. I presented an offer. If I have ever helped you, please help me right now. And there are people who will try to shame me for that. I have an abundance mindset. I just really didn't know. I did not have I don't have any entrepreneurs in my family, and I didn't know how to connect the pieces. But I was wealthy before I ended up with those issues. I am wealthy now after. I make no qualms about that. I am wealthy at this very moment. And even if I lost every single dollar that I have right now, the wealth that I have exists inside of me. When I lived in my car, I produced a show daily, edited for hours, shot for hours, and I did a reality show of my journey, the displacement for the Dream Diaries, when I lived in my car. I did behind the scenes broadcasts for the people who contributed to my GoFundMe. What I didn't do was I didn't sit there asking some nigga to lay around with me in my fucking misery. What I didn't do is I didn't sell my pussy in exchange for a place to stay. What I didn't do was I didn't sell my integrity. I didn't sell my time. I didn't do what I knew was going to send me down a spiral. This man right here is not in a wealthy mindset. A man with a wealthy mindset will do what it is that he needs to do first before participating in irresponsible sexual activity that has the capability of producing a family for which he is not able to care for. This is not a wealthy mindset. And there are men out there who will try to trick you into thinking that maybe this is a test. Yes, this is a test, all right. To know whether or not his idea of you matches your own idea of yourself. Because whoever it is that you are, however it is that you present, however it is that you've taken care of your body, how you style your hair, the clothes that you wear, the type of shoes that you teeter-totter or click-clonk in, to him, he doesn't value. You see yourself as a big, beautiful goddess, a BBW. He sees you as that built, Ford tough, broad back. Listen, you ain't ready for what it is that I'm about to say. You ain't ready. You ain't ready. You ain't ready. You see yourself as your daddy's little girl or your mama's little helper or whoever it is that you see yourself as. You see what it is that you've invested in yourself. You know you could do a little better in terms of, working out. Maybe you're waiting for a strong man to come work out with you. Maybe there was some man in the past who had done some things to you that caused you to overeat. And when you see yourself, you see the pain and the trauma of your past. What he sees is a Ford tough, broad back bitch that is down for the get down. Bust it, baby. Crack it open on the air mattress. That's what he sees. So you need to do what it is that you need to do for yourself. If you see yourself as a Ford tough, there's so many of us riding and dying out here. So many of us, I'm a ride or die. Really? Oh, no, baby. No, I'm precious. I'm tender. I'm precious. I was not built for the struggle. The struggle is stressful. You start out beautiful, and then the next thing you know, your hair is ragged. You ain't eating the good foods you used to eat, and your lifestyle has gone down. Let's go back to the thing I was going to show you all. Here, Brookings Institute. Almost half of Black youth grew up in the bottom quintile, right? That's the bottom 20% right there. As you see here, Black men have low earnings mobility. Read so you can know what these charts are talking about. Go to the article. I put it inside the description. Well, I'll put it in the description. I always say I'm going to do that, and I never get a chance to do it. So let me put it in the description right now of the video. I'm going to put it in the description right now from the Brookings Institute. I'm not playing. Not today. Not today. There's the I just saved it into the description. So you can go look at that when you need to, right? Here. So this chart right here, Black men and women have low family income mobility, right? You see Black men here and you see Black women there, right? What these charts are showing you, when it comes to other races, you see there's white women, there's white men, there's all of these other races. You see Black men and Black women. Simulating marriage does little to improve the mobility for Black women, but you see the mobility for Black men from marriage goes up. It goes up. It goes up. For Black women, it goes down. Why? Because Black women are guilted into this. I gotta take care. They doing so bad. Oh, he's coming out of jail. He's an addict. Who else is gonna look out for him if I don't? And your money is going here and there. And he is upgrading. His life is upgrading from being with you. Yours is downgrading. Yours is downgrading and his is upgrading. Because you're pouring into this, oh, you're my baby mama and my child support, and oh, we got to get a lawyer, and oh, I still ain't divorced, you know. It's going to cost a lot of money to get this divorce, and oh, yes, we should talk about DMX. Fiance, shouldn't we? We should talk about that, but we got some other videos on the pipelines. Make sure you continue to send your videos to me, TanyaTKO.com. Click on contact. Oh, my parole officer. Oh, I gotta fight these charges. Oh, I ain't got no education. I need to go to school. You know, if only I had a truck, I could start my tow truck business. Oh. While you doling out, he doling in. Your quality of life goes down while his goes up. Meanwhile, with your built Ford tough broad back, he don't really fully truly appreciate you. He looking at them slim waists. And he like, man like me with a tow truck company needs a slim waist cutie. Meanwhile, you was the booty on duty for all them years, holding a brother down. I don't need to say no more. I don't need to say no more. On that note, listen. I want to hear from you. We're going to read the apples. Thank you all so much for sending the apples and supporting the show while we were on. I know I didn't get a chance to read them early, but we're about to read them now. Hey. 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 All right. Thank you for the apples, y'all. Let's see. Petrina, let me just read it from here. Let me just bring this here because you know I got my issue going on. I got to fix up today. Petrina says, I'll watch this later, but I'm so glad you're back. I'm glad to be back. Thank you, Petty. Thank you. We have Kim who sends $1, says, so happy you're making videos again. Really? Have you all missed me that much? If you have, show your support. Join the text notification squad, okay? That way you get your link every time we go live. Shannon says $20 and says, speak it, sis. Thank you, Shan. We appreciate that. And Kim sends 777 through Bitcoin. Let me accept the Bitcoin. Confirm. And done. And then go back. Where's the message? Oh, there's no message with the Bitcoin. All right. So thank you. I appreciate that. Those are some lucky numbers, right? No, I'm serious. Your booty was good enough for him when he was sleeping on the air mattress. When your big broad back was fine enough for him. Your SpongeBob SquarePants was okay for him when he needed help. But when things was going well for him, then all of a sudden he decided a man like him needs a different type of woman to represent his level of success. And you have already shown that you are the type of woman who is okay with bum dick, right? I remember when Tanya showed that one lady who was filling out the truck driver application for her man. I don't remember that. What you all talking about? I be doing some crazy stuff. And yesterday's video, I was in rare form. Oh, Naima, it looks like another one came through. She says, let's see, let's get this up on the screen real quick. Sorry. She says, women have to hear it just like you're giving it. Oh, there's no thing here? What is going on? How did my thing? Oh, there we go. All right. She says women have to hear it just like you're giving it. Thank you. I appreciate that. So let's talk about some self-love lessons. I want to see what you learned in today's video. If you learned something in today's video, by all means, please help me. You know, the last thing I wanted to say before we got out of here, that person that I was in that argument with has a fake troll account. She's talking about she grew up with her father and all this other stuff. And I'm like, if your father told you that your body was worth an air mattress, then your daddy wasn't shit either. It's as simple as that. One of the things that I've just really, you know what my healing journey did for me? My healing journey got me to stop. I'm stop holding punches because I just feel very real all of a sudden. Like I don't feel like I did before. I feel very real. There's a lot of people out there who will talk about the marriage that they have. Oh, they grew up with their daddy. Listen, if you over here talking about getting down for the bust down on an air mattress and your pussy ain't worth more than that and your daddy taught you that, your daddy ain't shit. And if you feel this way, I know that your husband ain't shit. And it's like there's a lot of women out there who will be like, Jody's wife, Mrs. XYZ, and all this other stuff as their screen names and all this other stuff, wanting to exalt their husbands up in front view so that everybody can know, I's married. Where's your ring? First of all, they're finding validation from that which they see go. Hold on. Let me calm down. They're finding their validation through that which they feel is given to them from a man. So that shows you already that there's some stuff that is going off in their mind. You know what I'm saying? A man does not give you validation, and we have to look at how we're socializing and raising our boys and our girls to even think that. But we got these women out here, Mrs. B's wife, Jody's wife, mommy forever, 213, all of this, right? But we know when you peel back the curtain a little bit and you're looking at the way things really are, you see that they have a husband who don't come home at night. They stressed out. Their husband got the fridge filled up with Budweisers. They trapped in this damn existence. They got a person they can't really talk to. They don't have no kismet, higher vibrational love. They don't. And the sad part about it is that they have become so accustomed to perpetuating the fraud, right? They've become so accustomed to perpetuating the fraud that they can't get out. There's no way out for them. You know, how many women out there, husband is beating them behind the scenes? There are violent men out there. There are men who are cheaters. You mean to tell me that all of these women propping up their husbands on social media, that all of those men are the few percentile of men who are just pristine from what it is that you know about the nature of men and their wandering eye and the fuckery that comes along with far too many of them? That there are women out there whose bodies are becoming riddled with dis-ease because they got a man who ain't picking up his own damn underwear. And he got skid marks. He ain't even wiping correctly. You living with your husband, the man don't even put down the toilet seat. But fuck you falling in at night. What about the sprays of fecal matter spraying all over your toothbrush and every surface in that bathroom? He don't put down the toilet seat. He's spraying with his fecal matter all over the place. And come on. There's so much. You all know many a trifling men out there. Many a trifling men. Everybody's husband out there is not perfect. Actually, it's that is the rare. It is very rare to even find a good compliment with a man. There's a lot of, and then when we start talking about this fallacy, the fantasy of black love and all of the things that we want and expect, and how they talking about you can't keep a man, can you keep a man? And the man that you have to keep is like, it's like an albatross. I don't even know how else to put it. He's like a yoke around your damn neck, dragging you down. And now you out there, your quality of life has plummeted. You used to have these wavy Brazilians. Now you just got patches. Oh, let me get the comments up on the screen, or let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Come on. Listen. I want you to type in SLL for self-love lesson. Come on. Yeah, come on. Self-love lesson. What is the self-love lesson? I'm going to read your comments right now. A. Come on. SLL, self-love lesson. What's the self-love lesson you learned from this video? That's why divorce rates are high. And you know what? And then men blame you for getting divorced. They're like 80% of divorces are initiated by women. You damn right. SLL. I need you to type the self-love lesson, not just SLL. Type SLL and then the lesson that you learned from this video. People are just typing SLL. They must be new here. They new here. Type SLL. Oh, there's another apple that came in. SLL. Stop setting the bar so low. Value yourself first. Intrinsic value is vital. Yes. Put you first. Yes. Come on. Let's get it. Come on. I like this song. Come on. You are what you allow. Air mattress is not the standard. Value yourself. Don't settle for less. Value yourself. Perfect. Come on. Let's get this self-love lesson. Come on. energy dry up at red flag. What? How is that? Don't do that. Go into one of the water rides. Don't dry up anywhere. Love yourself enough to go for the best. All right. Stop being naive and build your self-esteem up. Okay. You have value regardless of anyone's opinion of you. Oh, I love that. That's beautiful. I love that. Why are you laughing at my dancing? Raise your standards. All right, let those first standards start within you. We can do that one again. Don't settle, you're a goddess. You're not an air mattress pum pum. If he doesn't have enough self-respect to show you his dusty side, then he has no respect for you. All right. Love yourself unconditionally. Say no to struggle, love, suffering. Come on. You're worth more than a hit and run. Get rid of the poverty mindset. Hey, 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 hey. You don't know nothing about that hip right there. KT, Mr. Live. KT, aren't you on the text notification squad? Why you here so late? Hey, 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 hey. Come on. What's the self-love lesson? Hey, hey. We don't have a mating season. Close your legs. No, that's not that. No. Find the right person for you. Sex is not bad. But air mattress sex? Listen. The D ain't worth the struggle. I got bad hips, so I can't do an air mattress. Hey, 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 hey. Don't be a reflection of small-minded perception. SLL, maybe he won't make it. Maybe his dreams are without reach. Stop rescuing these men. Thank you so much. Exactly. Hey, JB is dancing with me. Okay, come on. You want to do this, JB? You want to do a dance battle? Come on, JB. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, JB. Hey! Here we go. Look. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Hey, listen. Protect your punani, protect your legacy. All right, I appreciate each and every one of you for coming out. If you get to the video after, you can leave your self-love lesson before. If there's any part of the video that really helped you or stood out to you and you think other people should watch, leave the timestamp in the description. That way I'll know what people are vibrating with and I can create little snippets for TikTok and other platforms from that. All right. Thank you all so much for coming out. I think I have all of the apples. Let me check my other phone so that I can make sure that, because sometimes this thing be acting up. Thank you. Let me just check because I want to make sure that I got everybody before I leave. All right. So the last one is from Naima, who says, women have to hear it just like you're giving it. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate you all coming out. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And part of loving yourself in this scenario is starting from the inside out and letting that self-love vibrate outward. Because people are going to try you. However, there has to be a boundary that you have set within yourself. And I want us to be self-loving with our boundaries. And I want us to get out there and date a wider range of people. Honestly, present yourself before many different people and see what the reactions are. If you're trying yourself in different communities, far too many of us are not trying ourselves in different communities, and men are mocking us and making fun of us and being like, oh, nobody wants you because of this, that, and the other, when that could be further from the truth. Try yourself in different communities. See what the response and the reaction is like. See what you need to tweak. See what the women of those other communities are looking like and dressing like and what their bodies are like. And I'm telling you, listen, get on top of your health, get on top of your fitness for you, and present yourself to the world all over. Oh, an apple just came in. I heard that one. Let me check that one real quick before we get out of here. And if you send an apple after I get off air, I'll just read it off air and just send you your response back. Novlet sends $5 and says, the mindset of some of these women, ? I don't want to mock anybody because this is a channel to help people with self-love, and not everybody out there really truly loves themselves. You know what I mean? All right. I'll see you all in the next video. Tanya TKO, and I am out.